Let's remember what he wrote. Being centered on our own struggles, own troubles, we fail to see the child, just as at one time we were unable to see the woman, the peasant, the oppressed striker and the oppressed people. Same way today, that we believe that by children's participation, not only they educate for their future roles, social roles, but also that when we give them the space and the place and the roles, they can give us the energy, the creativity, and in this sense, they can renovate the society. The child is already a citizen. For Korczak, child was a citizen as a member of a society.
The group, not with the parents. Very similar to the life in the orphanage itself. And that is why we can take Korczak's legacy from then and implement it in the boarding schools today, where the kids are not with parents but with counselors.
After such a decision to devote their life to one idea, as you know, Korczak is inspired by, finds inspiration in Judaism, Hinduism, theosophy, ancient thought of philosophers, and Christian thought. As for Lemkin actually deserves his life to his knowledge of culture, knowledge of languages, 11 more or less languages. Very often just they founded them as political parties because they both were attacked by the same political parties, by the same media, because they were too progressive for their times.
Thank you so much. Excellent question and outstanding.
Is the leader of the youth Korczak society named Nasz Dom, as Janusz Korczak's orphanage was called, and 26 summer camps and 26 winter camps.
As a society, if we allow inequities to continue, then we are not holding up our responsibilities to children and families. And so Richard is what we call responsive, meaning responsive to the unique child's circumstances and situation. It's intersectoral and interdisciplinary, so it's not just a medical or health engagement, but we work in partnership with schools, community centers, etc. Child is the center. Developing the coping skills, learning, having a network of support, having a place to go when you're feeling afraid or worried, etc. That builds mental health. So we work on them. We work along the continuum to create communities, provide avenues for engagement and support in partnership with our community partners.
The focus of my talk is responsibility. And the word responsibility is made of response and ability to respond.
An ability that in education you develop, you foster. As educators, the first things that you have to have in your mind is that you are working with different people. You have to remember, Korczak was not a romantic figure. He was against romanticizing, glorifying the child. And he contrasted between what he called sentimental love, which said, oh, you are so wonderful. Oh, you're the greatest. Child is an innocent creature, cannot do anything wrong. And what he called pedagogic love, which recognizes a child, yes, he's a human being.
I don't really want to make a speech. I want to really have a call for action. Societal issue that we cannot solve all the problems of the world without a third of the world's population. The protection is not there to say don't touch this and don't do that, but it's there to liberate, to emancipate. I propose to you, you might disagree, but a lot of students are bored.
Our idea of self-regulation was a result of measurable research that shows that when children work only to be measured, not only they lose something from their personality, not only they lose their idea, why am I doing what I'm doing, they're also not doing so well.
Students are engaged with controversial issues. I mean, recently Black Lives Matter, Me Too, things like that. Students want to hear about that, and that's a way to connect, engage. That's their world. That's the background they're coming into it.
I totally agree. Flame the passion of the children bring in, of the injustices that they want to deal with. We need to keep that flame alive.
To document what social justice teaching and learning looks like with 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Both of us have been teaching without realizing our connections to Korczak, to his beliefs and commitments.
To equipping young people with knowledge of oppression and resistance historically and today. This is knowledge. This is knowledge that we need to have, each and every one of us. We need to know what has come behind us in order to make anything out of where we are right now, much less look into the future.
Curriculum that embodies children as activists. Children learn not just the knowledge and skills that the standardized tests look for, but also see themselves as potential activists.
I was like 11, I joined an organization called Kids for Peace, which empowers youth to create more peaceful communication.
What we do is telling a story of a time from my life that kind of affected me.
Program. And like while there, we learned leadership, activism, and like communication skills, which was really cool. We lobbied a bill on with our state representatives.
Another thing that I had is also teaching kind of like that same flexibility and acceptance in schools. Like the next few generations after that would already have that like acceptance and flexibility as a part of their life, and then like all of this wouldn't be an issue.
Average people who are doing acts of decency, right? And if we don't as a culture tell those stories as well, we end up with this completely skewed notion of what heroism looks like or what decency looks like, I think.
And the person I did it with mostly was Roman Wroblewski, who is the son of Misha Wroblewski, who was in the ghetto with Korczak, and is the person who picked up Korczak's glasses and the ghetto diary.
He said, have you heard this story about this amazing woman, very well known already in Poland at that period of her death? And so she was the one who first told me the story of Irena Sendler. Sendler was a young social worker. She worked with Korczak. She, in the 20s and 30s, in the 30s she was doing graduate work in social work at the Polish Free University. I think when you sit down and you ask somebody to tell those kinds of stories about their lives, there's no way that you don't become very personally invested in certain notions of justice, and in particular, where is the justice, right, in only certain stories getting to be told?
Not about him. And I said, why doesn't America know about this man? You know, so we produced this show ourselves.
You need to strengthen your willpower. You need to play a useful role in life. Life is strange and mysterious. Life is like an extraordinary dream. Whoever has the willpower and a strong desire to serve others, his life will be a beautiful dream, even if the path to his goal was difficult.
But the young have eyes to see more than just